What's good with it? What's shaking? What's popping? This Casey, the Red Pill Alpha. You did. You already know what time it is. Wrists, elbows, knees, feet, shin, and everything to the back of her neck. Holding down, locking it down, submerging down the game. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You already know what time it is, fellas. Like, share, and subscribe, hit the notification bell. My video for education purposes only, fair use only. Go join my Patreon. It's up and it's raw and it's uncut and it's exclusive, man. I'm telling you. Go get them banned from YouTube videos and some of them videos. It's been copywritten and all that. You know I can't maneuver with it like that. So they gonna trip with it. But go Patreon and join and get that, man. Go to the description below my about section. You know how to get at me. Everything's there, man. And once again, piping hot status, fellas. You already know what time it is. Piping hot status. I'm going to bring you this heat. So like, share, and subscribe. Never display your finances with your chick or with a chick, period. But, predominantly with your chick, your woman. Never display your finances. If you stay quiet, zip it, shut your fucking mouth. She'll display hers. She'll talk about everything. And the reason why I'm saying this, fellas, is because I've had a lot of encounters with multiple women. And I remember back in the days, I used to talk a lot. I used to be the type that want to display my finances, talk about the money I got, showing off knots and money and shit of that nature. Not having a problem with actually bringing forth my business like a man shouldn't be doing. But I've done those things to try to impress women, to try to win them over that way, thinking it's going to get me in a position to be seen in a different light. And at the same time, you always think that it'll give you some kind of respect or how can I say it, man? Some kind of respect or some kind of status. And at the same time, you're not doing nothing but making yourself either sitting target or a moving target. And not just for women, but for the jack boys, scandalous motherfuckers that want to plot on you, fast talkers, and movers and shakers, who's trying to get theirs and get it by any means, right? Those are things that I was actually involved with and indulging in, that kind of lifestyle. And sure, shit stinks. I had a lot of motherfuckers trying to get me for things, trying to move on me in a certain way to where it made me develop a sense of non-trust, like a non-trust system towards people. And it was because of the way I was moving real reckless. And when you're dealing with the street life, those are things you gotta actually inherit, is not to move reckless, not to expose your business, and not to bring forth the things that you accumulated in life. People will just take advantage of you. So I learned that in life. I learned that coming up. And I've always told myself when I got I'm going to say around the time when I got locked up on my way to prison, because that's when the change started to come, when I was growing up on the inside, away from the world. That's when I started visualizing myself and being like a more discreet person, to where I didn't need to talk about things, even though I accumulated a lot, made money, and things of that nature. But I've always learned to talk less, especially around women. Men just as well, around everybody, but especially, extremely especially around women. And I allow women to do the talking for themselves. And when you allow them to do the talking for themselves and displaying their wealth and their finances and things of that nature, then you can somewhat size up the situation and know what you can bring in and what who you can bring into your life and who you can try to put on a team and have follow your program. You don't want to have any woman follow your motherfucking program, especially if she's reckless and she's got a spending habit. She don't have the rainy day, save up for rainy day mentality, and she don't have the investment type of mentality. Then she's more of a liability than an asset. And that's why you always got to stay quiet and allow women to do their talking. Allow them to talk. Allow them to speak on things. And when they speak on things, a lot of times their conversations will always resort back to how they spend and how they actually handle finances. And the reason why it's like that, fellas, is because women are the biggest consumers. They love and they emotionally spend. They can spend out of depression. They can spend out of happiness and things of that nature. So they emotionally spend. The way their emotion shifts, that's when they spend their money. And in terms that can alter what you got going on. Especially if you bring it along for the ride of being an addition to your life, because you already got shit going, but she's beneficial. She's an addition to your life, but at the same time, you don't know that she got these dark little things about herself, and men typically it's financial. And that's a lot of women. So allow them to talk about their business, fellas. Allow them to expose things. And not to say you go, oh, yeah, it's cool. I don't want to have sex with her. No, sex is a totally different thing, But you'll know how far to carry the situation. You'll know what to bring in your life, what's beneficial and what's not beneficial. What's a liability and what's an asset to you. And the solution to all that will be you paying attention to what they are saying. Always pay attention to what people are saying. And you can't pay attention when your mouth is doing a lot of running, talking a lot, and your eyes is wandering. You always want to observe, keep a clear head, sit back, chill. And if you might be having a drink and chilling, but always pay attention and listen. And don't lust and listen at the same time. Turn your lusting senses down and turn up your senses and being very intuitive to paying attention. Then you will hear what's up and you will know what's real and you will know who to bring along for the ride and who to leave where they need to stay. You leave their ass where they need to stay, and that's what it is. Like these videos, fellas, share and subscribe. You already know it's the motherfucking message, man. And also join the Patreon. Get on that $5 tier, get on that $10 tier, choose a tier, fellas. I'm not beating up your pockets, being fucking cheap, and go over and support the movement. Holla.